We don't want too much on the property at one time. So even those type of decisions, like those are things that when you're getting started, you're having to have these conversations, whether it's with a partner or with your spouse,
right.
or worse, with a partner and their spouse that they talk about behind your
Yeah.
your back. It's so funny. There's so many times. It's fine. Our wives are going to listen to this, but so many times that John's like, "Don't tell your wife this because she's going to do this." And the reason why he's saying that is because I already know his wife already said it. So.
Yeah. She'd be like, "You need to do this," and so they
Well,
they have a whole lot more of on the compassion side. Sometimes, you know, or should I say, like, well, I'll just give you an example, like with our Percheon horses. You know, they're so big, so thick. You know, we went through some snow last year, and you know, they were fine. All our other horses are like quarter horse are shivering and everything. We're putting them in the barn or putting jackets on them, you know, and the Percheons are fine. Well, this year we had some weather coming in, and my wife's like, "We got to get those Percheons jackets." And I'm like, "I don't think they need them." And she's like, "I'm ordering them anyway. I don't want them to get wet." I get it. That's the compassion that I'm talking about, and there's zero wrong with it. I love that we have that because, you know, I'm all the time worried, you know, looking at the production side, looking at, you know, I'm doing shelters and all that, but this is more of like creature comfort type things, you know, that I don't think they need. They think they need. It's great. That's fine. Anyway, she buys these blankets, and yeah, that did not work. I said, 10 minutes later, one of them's got one off, shredded. I mean, it's into nothing. I says, "I think those Percheons told you they didn't want your jacket on." But she says, "Yeah, they ain't getting no more jackets." So, because they're not cheap. But, you know, that's what our wives point out to us a lot with the pigs. You know, sometimes we may overlook because we're just trying to keep them fed, fenced in, blah, 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 water. And we've got all these projects going on, and we'll get into those maybe on another episode. But, and then they're like, "Well, what about this?" And we're like, "Well, we didn't even think about that." And sometimes it's frustrating because we're like, "Well, that's just more work for us."
That's another thing.
And we're stressed over this and not seeing that. But at any rate, if we could balance that and take that in without being frustrated, it's great that we have that perspective.